Most small business owners in Australia are either underinsured, paying for cover they don't need, or both. Usually, you sort your insurance when you first start the business. You pay the renewal every year without looking too closely at what you actually have. And you assume it will do its job when you need it. Then something goes wrong, and you find out it won't. A single uninsured liability claim, a professional negligence allegation, a cyber attack, or a fire that puts you offline for months. Any one of these events without the right cover in place can end a business that took years to build. The businesses that survive are the ones that had the right policies before it happened, not the ones scrambling to sort it out after. This video walks you through every insurance policy an Australian small business needs to understand, what each one covers, why it matters, and the mistakes that leave business owners completely exposed. Public liability insurance is the foundation of any small business insurance setup. It covers you if your business causes injury or property damage to a client, a member of the public, or anyone connected to your work. A client injured on your premises, property damage during a job, a product you supplied that causes harm. Public liability responds to all of it. Cover typically runs from $5 to $20 million in liability. For most small businesses, annual premiums start from a few $100s. And in many industries, public liability is a contractual or a licensing requirement before you can start work. Professional indemnity insurance covers claims alleging that your advice, your service, or your professional work caused a client financial loss. Even when the claim is completely without merit, the cost of defending it can run into tens of thousands of dollars. Professional indemnity covers both the legal defense and any settlement or judgment. It also covers work done in prior periods, but only if your policy has the right retroactive date. This is one of the most common gaps that business owners discover at exactly the wrong moment. So check it. Workers' compensation is a legal requirement in every Australian state if you have employees. Every state runs its own scheme with different premium structures, coverage requirements, and claims processes. Getting this wrong exposes you to the full uninsured cost of a workplace injury plus regulatory penalties. If you have staff, apprentices, or contractors who could be classified as employees, this needs to be in place before anything else. Cyber liability is a policy most Australian small businesses haven't taken seriously yet. The number of attacks targeting small businesses has increased every single year. A ransomware attack that locks you out of your own systems, a phishing email that compromises your accounts or exposes client data, a breach that triggers mandatory notification obligations under Australian law. Recovery costs, legal fees, client notification, and reputational damage can easily run into six figures. Cyber liability covers all of it. The annual premium is a fraction of what a single incident costs without it. Business interruption insurance covers your lost income when an insured event, fire, flood, major equipment failure, forces your business to stop trading. For most small businesses, revenue stops completely the moment operations go down. Business interruption is what covers your fixed costs, wages, rent, loan repayments while you get back on your feet. Without it, you are covering all of those costs personally while earning nothing. If your business uses vehicles for work, personal car insurance is not enough. Personal policies exclude commercial use in almost every case. The moment you are in an accident while using a vehicle for business purposes, a personal policy will not respond. Commercial vehicle insurance is not optional if your vehicles do any work-related driving. Three mistakes that cost Australian small business owners every year. Underinsuring. Your cover needs to reflect what your business is worth now. If you took out a policy 3 years ago and your revenue has grown, your assets have increased, and you have taken on staff, your old policy almost certainly has gaps, ignoring the exclusions. This is where policies fail at claim time. Broad exclusion clauses, specific activity exclusions, and retroactive date gaps are all things that look fine in the policy document until you actually need to claim. Read them before you sign, buying on price alone. The cheapest quote is usually cheap because of higher excesses, lower limits, or broader exclusions. Comparing policies properly means looking at the full terms, not just the premium number. The fastest way to compare real quotes from multiple Australian insurers is the free business insurance finder on this page. You enter your details once, see quotes side by side, and can be covered in minutes without phone calls or sales pressure.